Oh, oh. All right. All right, all right, all right. Man, look. We are at the tail end of conversations together. We are on track number 15 today. The last of the Mohegans. Track number 15. What is track number 15? Track number 15 is titled My Life. And ironically, well, maybe not ironically, I'm not surprised. Track number 15 has been the most streamed record on the album thus far. My life, my life, my life, my life. And I think track number 15 is a revelation to some people. Maybe that's why they are so drawn to it. I'm a private individual. Typically, naturally, I don't sing my choruses out loud. I don't, put myself on display all the time. You could be around me and sometimes you may not have a clue what's going on in my mind. I'm private, that's just my nature. That's just my nature. And rightfully so, because, not everything is what it seems to be. So discernment has taught me to remain private until I don't have to be. I'm not antisocial. I'm just private. And the people that know me and love me, they don't have an issue with my privacy, me being private. But that's just what it is, man. I'm just private. So track number 15. What is track number 15? Track number 15 is My Life. I am on my free time, boy, shit. Way back when, shit. When I was young, shit. This is my life, my life, my life, my life. So what inspired track number 15, My Life? What was the motivation behind track number 15? And I told you guys initially when I first started doing these breakdowns that the goal is just to unveil. We just want to unveil, get closer to you, bring you into our world a little bit more, so you can fully understand who I am and maybe why I am the way I am and why I move the way I move. So my life is just just telling a story about an event that happened back in I forgot what year it was, but we was like snot-nosed, man. Young kids, knee-high, in kindergarten or first grade. I don't remember exactly, but it was a coup d'etat back in Freetown, Sierra Leone, where I'm from, and it was the first time witnessing a coup d'etat where it was complete chaos in the streets, man. Soldiers everywhere, gunshots everywhere, people just up and down, don't know if they're gonna make it or not. And we was in school that morning when it happened. And I remember my mom going there to go snatch me and my brother out of school. And we were just ducking and dodging just to get back, get out of there. But ultimately, it wasn't as bad as we thought, because the people that the soldiers actually that took over the government at that time, they were benevolent. Looking back now, they had benevolent intentions. So after they took over, people were actually happy because things was messed up back then. And things are still messed up. They're still messed up, man. And we need benevolent leaders. You know, we might even need a benevolent dictator. But you got to be benevolent. That's the key word, benevolent. You want the good and the betterment for the people. You know what I mean? So that was the motivation behind my life. I just wanted to break down that event. It was like I'm telling a story about what happened, because in '96 another coup d'etat came about, and that was when I left. That's when we left the country. We snuck out of there. You know, we took this long, grueling road trip in like really, really bad roads, and it was a long and grueling road trip, man. I remember that road trip, and we was just packed up in this van. You know, so many. It was just hot. It was just bad. It was a bad time, man. But we had to get out of there, because this second time around, it wasn't as benevolent as the first time around. You know, there were a lot of killings. You know, they had a shooting squad. You know, people died. A lot of things happened, man. So we had to get out of there for our survival. So my life is just me breaking down that event, that time in my life. And, you know, I was thinking about making it a little longer, but I think where I ended it was pretty good. I think so. So yeah, man, my life, that was the motivation, man. Just me breaking down that moment in time when coup d'etats was happening, and things were just so fast, and life and death was like imminent, you know. And we had to get up out of there. We snuck out of the country, went to Conakry, Guinea, for, I think we were there for about 2 months before we took a flight to JFK. I remember that time, man. It was me and my brother. Me and my brother Mike, man. We went through that whole event together. You know, we even took our flight together. We did a lot of things together, man. And I know that time in our lives is going to be etched in our memories forever, man. Because the night we took the flight to come to the USA, man. Boy, that was the greatest days of our lives, man. When we look back now, we took that Sabina Airlines to Brussels. From Brussels, I think it was American Airlines, took us to JFK, and we reunited with our pops. We hadn't seen our pops for like years, because he had left, and me and my brother was staying with my stepmoms, his mom, my stepmom. You know, for a few years, until we came over here and reunited with my pops, and also my older sister. My older sister was with us throughout this whole ordeal, but she had she flew before we did. She came, I think, about a week or two before we did. And God is great, man. God is great, man. So that was just me going back to that moment in time, and just you know, bringing that moment in time to life. That was the motivation behind my life, and ironically, most streamed record thus far from the whole project. You know, so these breakdowns was just me trying to bring you, the fans, closer. You know, just give you an intimate view into my life, unapologetically, without the veils, without trying to hide. You know, and I think it's necessary, man. Absolutely necessary. But we're going to talk some more, man. We're going to talk some more. And I think these videos are you know, they almost feel like my therapy sessions. You know what I mean? And my therapist told me that it's really healthy to just unpack. Unpack, man. You know, just unpack. It doesn't matter who, what, when, where, how. Just unpack it. You know what I mean? But shout out to you for coming along this journey with me. And we are looking to sell $250,000 worth of music this go around. $250,000 worth of music this go around. and we can't do it without your help. The album is on Bandcamp, and $20, man, $20 or more. You know, if you could spend $100 on the album, that can get us a lot quicker to our goal. And we thank you. We appreciate you. Big love. Yeah.
I am my free time bullshit. That way back when shit. When I was young shit. This is my life, my life.